It's your boy, Debtfreedeem, and welcome to a shot of Discourse. I'm with.
It's your girl, Yaaz, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up?
See, more energy on that.
Yeah.
I like usually be like, it's
No.
your girl, Yaaz.
Not the
It's your girl,
manly.
Yaaz.
I'm still trying to come up with a name because I'm just like,
I'm telling you, Yaaz is solid.
yes,
I think they're going
Yaaz
like
is
that.
great. It is great.
How was that?
Wow. I'm very rummy.
So, do I have the bottle somewhere?
It's very rummy.
I've been on this for a little while.
Where did you get that from?
Diplomatico. This is from, you could get this anywhere.
No, I mean,
got it
like,
from
did
Joking House.
did somebody put you on it or did you see it somewhere?
Oh, I
And you
wanted
just
to make a drink. I made some type of drink with rum, and I needed a dark rum and I needed a white rum.
Ah,
So I mixed these two, and this joint by itself, I was like, son.
yeah. It's not that
Kind
bad.
of, no, it's smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Smooth, sweet hints
Yeah.
from Venezuela. Can't wait to go.
Me?
Unfortunately, we are banned.
Who are like black people?
Americans, we can't
Oh,
go over there right now.
Americans. Why?
We got some embargoes, and we are not allowed to go. So they
Wow.
won't get our tourist dollars. But
But they still gonna sell that and we gonna buy it. We can't go there,
which
but they
year?
just going
Damn, you're right. Why are we?
right. Why are we if we can't go there, why are we supporting them?
It's definitely a Venezuelan rum.
I get it.
So I know that we can get a visa to go there,
Mm-hmm.
but we just can't. We can't fly there. You have to get approved to go.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder
because I would have been gone.
what's so
Yeah,
exclusive
product of
about
Venezuela.
40 proof.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
no, not 40 proof.
It says
40% volume.
alcohol. Yeah, 40%.
And then-
yeah.
40 proof. But I have your tequila if you still want to drink that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So,
Thank you.
people, we had our first RUC Black Alumni event,
Yes.
and
Great.
I would say it was a success.
I would say that too.
It went well.
Yep.
We got a couple registrants. The registrants numbers blew our expectations. The people who came out, and I truly appreciate and love my tribe.
Showed up and showed out.
I think I did my thing.
You absolutely did.
I appreciate you.
No, you did. I'm like,
I appreciate you.
Look at him.
I emceed. I was on a panel discussion, and a lot of my I won't name the company, but my job showed up. A couple of VPs showed up
Yeah.
to support,
That's so nice.
and they want to be the solution to the problem, and I really appreciate their support.
Yes. Yeah.
So when we talk about Black youth, Latin youth, a diverse hiring force, they want to be at the forefront of how could we get talented students in our area to get
Right.
jobs. So
I like that.
yeah,
I
they
like
were
that.
very attentive. They were participating. So
Yeah, I'm like, that's
couldn't
dope.
really ask for more.
That's dope. At least
But
you do.
what about you, man? Tell me about your perspective. What did you think? Should we do more? Should we do less?
I said that. I was like, I feel like this is a soft launch.
Yeah.
Like this was a soft launch to more.
Yep.
We definitely can't just do one. Like it was dope. Like I talked to a couple of students that were in the nursing program and that were working in medical and stuff, and it's just
Nice.
like they're like, oh my God, I feel so much better talking to somebody that's reachable.
Yeah.
And they're like, one of the girls was talking to me. She was like, you talk to your parents and your parents are like, they're older. So they're like, oh yeah, you do this. She's like, but when you have somebody that's young
It's very different.
and that came from the same thing and went through what or probably went through what you may go through and you
Yeah.
can relate. So it makes it a lot easier. I was like, yeah, I love to be able to bridge that gap. So it was dope.
Well, I didn't really realize there was a nurse, like the healthcare group was in that room, but
Yeah.
we managed to get a lot of the liberal arts, the business, definitely a lot of business students there. And wow, I didn't know the healthcare people were out and about, but
It was one specifically that was working in I feel like it was like infectious diseases, and she wanted to go. She wanted
Nice.
to work for
epidemiology.
Yeah, she
Boom.
wanted to work for the World Health Organization.
Okay.
And she actually works at Cooper right now. So
Nice.
she was doing something completely different. So she was just like talking to her. It was really dope. I'm like, if I had an ounce of like the ambition and the drive that they had at their age, and
Yeah.
that I would be unstoppable too. Like I feel like they're a force to be reckoned with. Like
Yeah.
they're going to be the ones that are coming out.
Anybody who actually takes advantage of these opportunities
Right.
like that we just put out in front of them,
Right.
I think they're going to do great things.
I
Like
agree.
there was just some students that were attentive and they were there. They were actually networking the room, trying to make
Right.
contacts. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. So to my point, I do want to give a special shout out to Sashoya Dugan, Dorothy, who's been on the podcast before, Marcus, who's always been behind the scenes but
Right.
hasn't really made an appearance on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hope he does.
Oh, he's just
Ronald Williams, who's been on the podcast,
Yes.
Naima Hickson. And I go back to Sashoya because she was a kind of a student representative on the committee.
Yeah.
And she was dope, man. She was very easy to work with. She, galvanized her student base.
Right.
I wish there was just more for her to kind of put together. It seemed like it was hard for her to get some students out there.
Yeah.
But no, it was super dope. And I think she's going to be one of those names that are out there eventually that's like
Right.
killing it.
Yeah.
Because she's involved in everything already.
And for her to be able to put something like that was big.
Yeah.
We're not about to sit here and dummy that down. That was
No.
big. So for her to be able to do something like to execute it,
Right.
and she did it, almost like in a sense by herself as being on being represented.
Yeah,
in the
but
school
she
and
held
stuff.
it down
Yeah,
from the student
from the
perspective, like
student
being on the
perspective.
committees, talking to us on phones, and then handling things on campus. She was definitely solid with that.
So that's dope.
So just for the listeners, once again, I put together a networking event with a couple of the people that have already been on the panel. I mean, been part of the podcast, and we said that we wanted to do something where we can get all of our alumni back together.
Right.
Be very purposeful, getting the people of color in a room and having these discussions about the difficulty of going through our jobs, getting placed in a career.
Right.
And then, just even what they're studying now and what that looks like going into the career.
Because they don't have many people to advocate for them.
Not many resources, yeah.
So they got to do it for themselves. They got
Right.
to literally advocate for themselves. I know I had to do it in nursing school. Like, had to find my own tutors, had to go outside of the school to do all of these things, had to like bang on doors and kick down doors to kind of get like, some things need to start changing. Like these people are failing these classes and y'all thinking that it's the students. No, some of these people are smart.
Yeah.
Like, let's start looking at the work.
Yeah.
Let's start looking at the teachers. Let's start looking at the curriculum and how we're teaching it and everything before we start to blame the students and say, oh, you're not putting enough effort. No.
Right.
If you're studying 12 hours a day, like, what do you want me to do? What more you want me to do?
Yeah.
Like, so now let's not put it on me. Let's talk about what you could do to help me as my teacher or as administrations and stuff like that. So
I agree. I think one question that I do have is, now that we've seen or heard some of the questions from students and we've seen the actual people, what can we do now as an alumni? I'm kind of like scratching my head with that next step.
I think that like we can try whatever companies we work for, we can try to like start there, like try to start talking to the powers that be within those companies to say, hey, Rutgers-Camden is right here. And you have these students that want to kind of break out into these things, but they don't know where to start.
Right.
Can we get people to kind of do career fairs? Like instead of going to do Rutgers career fairs, can we put together as alumni, like career fairs and get people that from every company, from the companies that we work to come represent and talk to these kids to let them know like, hey, I'm not a CEO, but this is what it looked like for me.
Well, that's one of the questions. Like I hated going to career fairs.
Yes.
Back in the day because there was no opportunity for jobs, right?
Yep.
Everybody be like, oh, there's hiring freeze. I'm not really hiring. So I'm wondering what our role is in helping the students. And I'm really trying to do the mentoring route.
Right.
And one, I don't want, like, if you don't want to call me, don't call me.
Yeah,
I completely understand.
Fine.
But like what you were saying is like, are we going back and advocating and we talking about like, for instance, as a group, are we honing in on this teacher's curriculum was trash? It was, it wasn't preparing me for this role I'm in now. Or are we even going back and speaking to our cohorts or our associations?
I think we should do all of that. I think that like it's going to, of course, we got to take baby steps, but I think that we have to incorporate all of those people, especially the people that were monumental in us obtaining these degrees or hindering us from getting degrees or doing whatever, like we need to talk to them and say, hey, did you guys take a look and wonder, like, look at your numbers and then look at everything else. Like, why is it like this? Let's break this down and kind of dig a little bit deeper, like, and figure out what we can do, because some kids start to get deterred from certain things if they feel like, yo, it's just too hard. And I always felt like Rutgers classes were just hard for no reason. Like, especially nursing classes, like, especially like medical classes. Like when I had to take anatomy and physiology, like I had to take that class, I think 3 times. Okay. And still couldn't.
Oh, A&P.
Yes. And still couldn't pass it. And I'm just like, yo, I know I'm not dumb. Like what this, there's no reason. I feel like they make the classes for you to fail. And I guess sometimes they want to try to weed out the good people and the bad people. But it's like at the same time, even those people that are good, some of them people cheat their way through the system. Yeah. And doesn't, just because they get straight A's doesn't mean that they are going to be a great whatever professional that they're trying to be. So it's like, bro, like, why are y'all making it this hard?
I mean, that's probably I think definitely the deans need to take a look at that. Yes. One of the gripes I had was like, for some reason, everybody was on that trajectory to graduate in 5 years. And one of the problems that I had was like, even when I got to Rutgers, they lost my placement test. So I had to be on campus. And when they didn't place me in a math or English class, they were like, well, we want you to take place. I'm like, now? Like, what the hell are you talking about? So I enrolled, but I didn't enroll in like the remedial, whatever the math class was. They found my test. And that's how I got into English Comp 1. And then they still wanted to put me into some like pre-algebra. I'm like, bro, I took AP Calculus. Relax.
Even those classes, like the English 101 and all of that, like, bro, we've taken these classes in high school. I'm not.
That's the way the colleges get money.
Like, exactly.
That's how they get money.
But that's like, come on, we need to look at that. Like, what are you doing? What are you making me take?
So free game. If we were to do it all over again, and you were not, let's say you were like an average student,
right?
I would tell people to go to 2-year college and
absolutely
knock the 60 credits out.
Right, knock those out.
Do not waste your money taking like the 4-year institution English Comp 1. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it's only going to take you probably like 2 to 3 years in your degree, in your fields to get your degree. So those first 2 years. And sometimes
those county schools are just put you right through. So
that's it. Yes.
So they had us on. They got us on campus and got us on track to do 5 years. And I think it was like a straight up money grab.
Yes.
Because it was like, you got to do an extra year. So when I peeped it, I was like, nah, bruh. Nah. So, I doubled up on my, like, they allowed you to take like 18 credits. Yes. So I was like taking 15, 18. At one point they were like, yo, you can't do that. And I'm like,
why?
And once I heard like, well, you need approval, I was like, from who?
Right. Because I'm going to get it done.
Yeah. At one point I was thinking like, I know in 1 year I took 24 credits.
How? Yo, what? How did you do that?
I got an internship authorized for 3. My coursework was 18 credits by itself. I did 21 credits.
How did you find time? Like,
why not? I'm studying in my internship anyway.
Well, yeah, I get it, but it's just like, bro,
write my paper on my internship anyway.
Classes is like Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, so yeah, if it all like I'm in class every night. Monday to Thursday, I got a class.
Yes.
So, and they were the night joints, the 6 to 8:40s. Yeah. Oh, and then I would have a morning one.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's how the schedule worked. You gotta do what
you gotta do.
Listen, I wasn't playing.
No, I'm not. You're not. I don't want to be here longer than I need.
Yeah, I wasn't playing. So that's how I feel like they go for that little money play, and then I wish you go back in time. Not go back in time, but now that we're alumni, you go back and be like, yo. Hey, freshmen, they try and get you.
Right.
Make sure you study for your placement test, or even go back to the high school and tell them, like, I know y'all got prom, but don't schedule your placement test right after prom. Yeah. And I've seen that happen. I've seen kids walk into the placement test because I was a proctor. And They come in zombified. I'm like, damn, what you do
Because
yesterday?
They were at prom.
I was at prom. So now, what do you think how that kid's gonna perform?
And it's a setup.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like it's like a setup to make us fail. Like a
Well,
type
you
of
get
thing.
to schedule your test.
Yeah,
so
that's true too. But you
foot.
also, when you think about it, you also have the teachers in your ears like, oh my god, you want to get it done as soon. Like even
that's
with
high school.
Even with like the NCLEX, when we finished nursing school, they were adamant like you want to take your NCLEX within 3 months of finishing nursing school because you want to do it while everything's fresh in your brain. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait. Like,
right.
So, but if you got stuff going on, it's like now the pressure. Oh my God, do I take it? Now if I don't take it and I'm like 6 months out, now I feel like
you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, now I feel like I don't know what I'm doing because they drilled in my head that I need to take it 3 months because.
So what's your advice then?
For me, I would say don't listen to that. Like you have to pace yourself. Take it when you're ready to take it. Study. Don't overstudy because there is a thing as overstudying. I was a person that overstudied. Like I spent hours, countless hours in the library studying, memorizing, figuring things out. But you find your groove, and then you if you go and study for 3 months, study for 3 months straight, and then that's it. Take the NCLEX and call it a day. If you feel like you need 4 or 5 months, 6 months, take however much time you need. There's no rush.
Okay, when you took so I'll tell you my story. When I like the P&P story, I took the test when I first got at DC, and I was doing the project management consultant type route. I read a book and just it was like I got this. Jumped in, and I didn't really understand like the methodology compared to the job. So then a year passed studying, but then things started like aligning more, right? So like as I was doing work, I was like, oh, this is when you should do the budget, or oh, we need to sign off on the project charter so that if somebody tries to do scope creep, we can refer back to. So it all made sense as I started working, but when I started there, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
But now I put a whole year in my belt, understood the test, it became easier.
Yep.
And then reading the book was so much easier for the practice test. So I was able to walk myself through how to create a project. So it took that first failure and then a little bit more experience for me to then pass. So what I would advise someone in any like bar or whatever, first of all, I took mad practice tests like weekly. I was not playing.
You have to.
When I first took the test, I took one practice test and I was like, all right, I'm good. And then like, which is being like willy-nilly with it, you know? So how would you describe that for the nursing journey? Like, is it easy to take practice tests or?
Well, when I finished, my allergies are bothering me. Excuse me, guys. Now I sound like a dude.
Glizzy, glizzy.
It's not COVID.
It's a glizzy in the back of my trody.
Leave it
glizzy in my throaty. It's a glizzy
Yo,
in the back of my throaty.
My God.
Back of my throaty.
Oh my God. You know how you have that tickle in the back of your throat when
Yep.
it feels like
Not from my experience.
Oh my God. Like it feels like it's shut up. Anyway, guys, excuse me. So for me, I mean, I think in nursing period, like we have a software, and when you're in nursing school, they give you like certain stuff to help you prepare for the NCLEX. Like it's called ATI and stuff like that. So it's like a study guide that you do throughout nursing school. You take practice tests all that whole time.
Okay.
Once I was finished, I did a software called UWorld.
You sure you don't want to drink some water?
No, I'm okay.
Right there.
I know it's right there. I don't need the water. When I need the water, I will say it. Leave me. Oh, he's coming at me again, guys. It's fine.
Back. In my trody.
Anyway, so yes, we do have stuff like that. It's called UWorld. So when I finished nursing school, that 3 months after, I spent every day doing questions, practice questions, like every day, a certain amount, reading my notes from nursing school and doing like, researching stuff that is like on the NCLEX and stuff like that, like using YouTube and stuff. And then with the software that I bought, they had 2 practice tests. They had one you can take in the beginning to see where you are and see what you need to learn and see what you need to practice on. And then once you like study and you do questions and stuff, you can take like a final. And that one will tell you like your probability of passing the NCLEX and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And again, you take the time you need to take. Like, if it's going to take you 6 months to really feel like you're going to learn the information, then go for it. But I feel like nursing school is a little bit different when it comes to everything else, because the stuff that you're learning is they're preparing you for the NCLEX, not preparing you to be a nurse. They're preparing you for the NCLEX. So you're already literally studying that time while you're in school. So by the time you get finished, you should be able to go ahead and sit and take the NCLEX and feel comfortable. Like, okay, I'm gonna do some practice questions now that I'm not in school, but I'll be okay. As opposed to like doing something else, and the curriculum isn't geared towards helping you pass a test. It's just geared towards you learning how to do a job. And then if you got to get certified in that job, now you just going to pick up a book and you don't have somebody teaching you. You have to teach yourself. So
then again, like I said, if you were to give advice to the person in your shoes before, how did they do it on the first try?
It's literally studying, man. And it's
continuing to go through the
it's
simulation?
Critical thinking. Like you know that's what they teach you in nursing school. Like, we have to think critically. So you can't really, it sucks because you can't really study for the NCLEX. Like, you could do practice questions and stuff like that, but if you know it, you know it. Like, it's whatever you learn in nursing school is literally what they're going to kind of test you on, that critical thinking, the critical thinking skills that they're trying to input in you in nursing school. That's what the NCLEX is based off of. Mm-hmm. So it's like hone into that. Like, and critical thinking is not easy. It's not easy to do. And then when you become a nurse, like, you're thinking critically, but it's still also almost like repetitive, because you get into a certain field and you do these things all the time. So you know, like, this is how this goes. When you have orientation, this is what this looks like. So it's a little bit different. Like, school and nursing actually is like two completely different things. So what you learn in school is not really kind of sort of what you do
I understand
as a nurse. But you got to literally just try to think critically and just pay attention, like hone in on that stuff in school.
This is the game that I'm talking about. Like, people need to really start understanding.
Yeah.
Talk
to your teachers too, man. Like, talk to your teachers, talk to your friends, have study groups,
talk to people in general.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people who've passed all, like, fresh and are a year ahead of you.
Because everybody's going to tell you something different. Like, some people, they passed the NCLEX in one try. Some people, it took them 2 or 3, 4 tries to do it. So everybody, you just get a little bit of knowledge from everybody and you take it and apply what you can to you and kind of go from there. Yeah. So we have to, but I think that having those conversations, even being able to like go back to the students, if they have stuff and they're like, yo, can you guys just come talk to them real quick? Like, I have a couple,
that's what
whatever,
we need to do.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what we need to do.
We should be able to, hopefully they'll, Rutgers will let us do that. Like,
I mean, and that's the thing. The let us part. Right. I'm not waiting anymore.
Yeah.
And like, I was kind of pissed off. The event was successful, but I was kind of pissed off that like Rutgers didn't show as much staff support as I would like.
Yes.
So like I said, I had like 3 VPs and one of my associate director of diversity and inclusion come out, and there was no like executive leadership from Rutgers that popped out. And I was just like, if you guys want to be part of the solution, you got to be part of the work.
But they don't want to be.
But that was one thing, and I just wasn't too happy about that piece not being there. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did.
But at the same time, it's like,
but we needed more representation.
I'm tired of people saying they want to help
and don't help
black men, black women, Latino men, Latina women,
and they
just don't show up unless it's a check. But it just goes to show I'm not waiting for anybody anymore.
Yeah. But the crazy thing about it is they don't want to show up, but they'll try to stop what we're doing.
They all try to stop what we're doing.
So like,
they put up a lot of barriers,
and it's like, all right, come on, it's not like, it's not like we're trying to take profit for anything. We're not
Absolutely
getting paid.
Not.
Nobody got paid to do
this. Your room's
this.
not in use on Saturday anyway.
Exactly. Like, we're bringing, if anything, we brought business to Rutgers. We brought business
local
to
organizations.
in the local businesses around there. We brought people there.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to look at. Like, look at the turnout for that to be the first event. Like, you got young people that really had some deep questions. that really wanted to
and we
know.
had some alumni that had answers.
Yeah.
Which was
that panel was
dope.
That panel was strong.
Thank
like
you.
I really salute them.
Thank you.
Listening to them, I'm like, dang, like especially
and we all
Talia,
not far off.
because
we're all not far off.
exactly because she's in healthcare, and I'm just like, yo, me looking at you,
crazy,
right? Like me looking at you and knowing that we went to school together, that lets me. I could do it too.
Yeah,
I could do it too. If you could do it, I could do it.
And that's what we need to start seeing.
Right.
Instead of the crab in the barrel mentality,
Yes. Oh my God,
it's
I
like
hate it.
there are people that look just like me killing it. Like Princess, Dr. Princess Dancer.
Yes,
My man's
amazing.
On Canadian TV. He's a correspondent on TV.
And he'll tell you like, I didn't want to do this, but this is what I'm doing for now. I don't know.
And
The
he still find
candidness,
himself,
man.
but no, he's a problem. He underplays himself.
You could tell, but you could tell when he was talking.
Yeah,
like,
Prentice is a problem.
Yeah,
and the way he flows and his speaking. Calvin is a monster too.
Yes,
Calvin
I was gonna say him too.
Calvin
I'm
was
like,
amazing.
yo, like that was just
and Lauren. Everybody was
the whole
fire.
panel. Like I said, the whole panel, and it was so diverse in the panel, but everything like collabed and came together. Like I'm just like, yo, y'all had some strong answers, like literally like gems for me, even as a alumni and a professional, like to take away from. Like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna listen to that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen.
Nah,
to
they
that.
did their thing, man.
Yeah, it was dope.
So I really want to thank each
Shout
and
out
every
to
one
them.
of them on the panel that came out. Students asked some great questions. I hope we try to answer and touch on a lot of them. But
I think you guys did. Like
the I think the theme was just like your degree doesn't define you. Your major doesn't define you. You create your own story.
Yep.
Out of this thing when you graduate.
And don't be upset if you feel like you did one thing in your path and your future is something completely different.
Yeah.
You're doing something completely different. Like,
I know.
It
If you're twerking in a strip club and you'd start OnlyFans, how did that happen? It was getting too serious. We gotta
twerking in a strip club to OnlyFans.
Well,
I mean,
it all starts like twerking on the phone first. Then you go
and
to
twerking at the parties.
Yeah, the parties.
That's where
then
it starts.
you're like, you know what? Times is hard.
Then you start sending gifts and stuff, or you twerking like,
Oh, I didn't know they do. So you're a graphic designer in there a little bit.
And then you
yo, times is hard. I gotta get his money. So you practice out in the field.
Produce some films and some short clips and stuff.
Chill.
I said short clips, like short clips, guys. OnlyFans is like short clips.
But you don't go. I think they do the thing was like the club work first.
Yeah, but that's even that's like an art. That's an artist, right? Strippers are artists. Strippers are artists. They gotta be flexible. They gotta go to the gym.
Yeah. But once again, your start doesn't define your end.
Exactly. It doesn't, guys. So you can start this.
But no, it was dope, man. I hope to do more.
Yeah,
I don't know what I want to do next.
Yeah. Hopefully it's something that's not as heavy. Hopefully it's something like where we can, like the mixer was nice.
The mixer was fire.
Yeah. Like, so it's just like light. We're getting to business, but it's lighthearted. Like, I think some people, you come into those.
Yeah, like it would. I think next time we'll do like a quicker, opening thing, and then I would like the drinks to be wherever we're at.
Yes, because that makes it that makes it better.
Less moving around and all stuff but
almost like a speed dating. Like how you do like the speed dating. Like we kind of did that when you sit at the tables and you talk to people, and then you kind of get everybody to move around. And
couple takeaways was if we could get the career domains of everybody first. Mm-hmm. So you're in healthcare, you talk to healthcare people.
Right.
I might be in business, project management, I talk to those people. We have engineering.
Yeah.
Just get those stations set up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then have the right people talk to the right people.
Yeah, I agree.
Even real estate entrepreneurship, man, we had some people come out and it was just like, damn, like I wish I got their insight to talk to students too. Yeah,
because that's major. Real estate is booming
big
right now.
Yeah, shout out to Habib. Habib was there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Habib. But
my bad that I didn't recognize that it was you talking mad junk to me online and then I see you in person.
What do you mean talking junk?
He said that. He was like, I be talking junk online. I be talking to you online all the time and now you gonna walk right past me. I'm like, I didn't even know that was you. I'm sorry.
So what's the junk though? What junk he you talking?
He's controversial like you. Y'all part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
He-Man what?
He-Man Woman Haters Club from The Little Rascal.
How?
That's what they call themselves.
How are we He-Man women?
You are. You have your moments.
You can't do that. I'll work with you.
So what? What does that mean?
And then I'm married.
I know that.
I have a daughter.
That's fine.
He-Man woman hater. I'm surrounded by women everywhere I go.
That's cool. But you also are very controversial when it comes to women.
Once again, I'm sorry that I feel like I hold people accountable. I'm sorry.
It's fine. No, I'm just saying, you know.
I'm sorry.
But it's like, it's funny because all of y'all like do the same thing. So all of y'all think
because we all sick and tired.
Oh my God.
At the same goddamn time.
And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You guys are a league of extraordinary men.
No. By far none. I tell you, we ain't nothing every day. But every time I open up Instagram or something, first it's like, oh, I don't talk to nobody who ain't 6 feet. Oh, he gotta take me out. He gotta take me out to eat. Oh, he better have elephantitis, girl. I need a guy who throw it down. Where is this magical man at?
So, yeah.
Where's this He-Man at?
I don't know. I don't know. And I think that people are not being real with themselves, realistic with their expectations.
You can't have it all. This guy that is a mandingo, he's a foodie, and he's 6 foot.
So you got to think about I just had this conversation too. Like you got to think about when you put that together. Like if you set those boundaries and you say, yo, my man has to have this, or my man has to give me 100% of attention. Nobody can do that. So if he can't give you 100% of attention,
once again, you can't even handle a person like that.
You might, maybe you can't. People want it, and they
guy
can't.
who makes a lot of money, has no time. A guy who has sexual prowess.
It depends on how he makes his money, though.
Explain.
So, like, if the money is like it works for itself type of thing, money, like
and he's old. He's usually old.
Okay.
The money matured, right? Okay. So, if you want an old dude, guess what happens? he ain't up like that.
To the trizzies.
Yeah, you got a clear throat. He ain't in the back of them tots. He tired.
Got a limp.
You heard Bernie Mac? I'm tired.
You got a limp.
Bust it up. Bust it up.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah. It's impossible, right?
I think that people just
No, but go. Let's finish it out.
Yes.
The money thing, no time, right?
Okay.
Then the guy who's usually romantic foodie wants to take you on dates. He's the good morning queen guy. Y'all don't even like him. Ugh. He's just why he's so positive. Ugh, in the morning. Ugh.
Why he's so positive?
You know I had a bad day. You won't even be talking to me like that.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so for some reason, that nice guy finishes last.
I need to understand who came up with this. Why do they think that nice guys finish last?
Because nice guys finish last.
But to who? Like, what's finishing last? Like,
you don't get the girl you want.
Okay, so that's what finishing last is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You usually last. Whenever a guy is nice to a female, right? She usually puts him in this Henry help me move category. I don't see him like that.
Here you go.
He's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, yeah, get off me, stop going with me. Yeah, you know. Don't see him like that. I don't know why, but when you treat him nice, and usually it's the nice guy who doesn't look the way you want him to look. He's not as dangerous. He doesn't wear the Nikes you might like. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a Nike tech as the young girls want nowadays. They putting the requirements out there. He gonna finish last because sometimes his style ain't what it is. He just got all his nice personality.
But then I would challenge women to say, what are you willing to compromise with? Like that's what we asking for. If I can't dress, that's something that's fixable. You could work, you know. But if it's like somebody that, if you have those hardcore boundaries and it's like, all right, well, if sex is very important for you and he can't do it, then okay.
Because I'm about to tell you, there's usually something wrong with these nice guys too.
Really?
Sometimes they just don't get. You ever notice the savagest, monstrous, cold-hearted dudes be the ones that be killing in the sheets?
But I also think that sometimes it's not even that either. Like sometimes they don't like, but a girl is so stuck on the other things, like the other
Explain
level
that.
of
Let's go ahead. Let's break that down.
We're gonna break down. So if a girl is like infatuated with the way you look, the swag you got, the way you like, you could be a complete asshole to her. They like, for whatever reason, they like that. The sex is probably going to be amazing to her right off the bat, just because she's already like, oh my God, this nigga told me shut the fuck up. Like
that mentality is insane. I can't even.
But that's what
that's crazy.
But this is what
that's crazy.
But this is what I'm saying. So it's like,
I can't even say crazy because I might get canceled. So, I'm trying to clean up my act now. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's crazy. I'm gonna say it, but I mean, just like sometimes it could be like that. So not all those guys that are savages is putting it down in the bedroom. But the problem that you have is that women are making them think that they're doing that because they're probably more infatuated with other things that have nothing to do with the sex, or those things make
in
the
my
sex better.
simple mind, what I want to believe, the guys that are jerks, that are just complete doofuses, don't know how to treat a woman, they're thunderbolting that in the bedroom. There's no way.
Girls like to be treated like shit.
Yeah, to me, how are these homosexuals that have no money, no place to stay, and probably putting their hands on women stay? I don't get it.
So when you think about it, like for some women, it could be like you're loving somebody to try to, or you're dealing with somebody because you think you can help change them or make them be something different. So women are natural nurturers. We know this. So sometimes you take on that role and you still love this person and you still dealing with this person because you think that you can get them to change to who you have in your mind for them to be. So he might not have a house, might not have, and it's crazy.
But I'm gonna love him to get a house.
I'm gonna put this in him and show him like, yo, you could do this, and I believe in you. I know you're gonna get there one day. Nigga could be treating you like dog shit, and you still, I'm realizing that. Like you start to see that, but it's just like, bro, like y'all expectations be wild, and we're not even just gonna talk about like it's just women. Men have crazy expectations too.
Okay, so let's finish this out because I want to get to the men. What your expectation is, but so there's money.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's the 6 foot thing, whatever that
whatever
that means. That's ridiculous. The putting it down in the bedroom, and then what's the last thing y'all need? The romantic guy, right? The romantic nice guy,
right?
You can't meld that into one thing. It's impossible.
So the thing that you can do is
sacrifice,
and not even that too. Or you're not gonna get 100% of those things. Like you have to be okay with he might not be 100% romantic, but he's trying. So you get 10% romance, you get 70% whatever else, and it makes up that 100%.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that.
I would hope.
I too had to understand. I too had to understand that, and I think that it's just because a lot of people don't understand like what they really want, like. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because you're taught that you're supposed to want these things. It's like sometimes that's not even it.
You're programmed to want these things.
Like society is telling you like, oh my God. It's like, no, like think about it. What do you really want? What are you really willing to sacrifice or compromise when it comes to your partner? Because that's what it is. Like you're trying to get your needs met while at the same time meeting somebody else's needs. So it's like, bro, what are we?
This was a question for you because I don't understand. There's not this mega superstar dude, and if he is, he taken.
Yeah, or he's a cheater.
Taken.
Or he's a cheater.
I don't know why did we go that way?
Because if a man like that, a man that has that type of power and knows he has that type of power, that nigga slinging to everybody, and he's making because he know like I got it. Like ain't nobody going nowhere. I could do whatever I want to do.
That's not.
It's not what.
Anyway, so going to the question that you had.
Yes. So I'm like,
men have unrealistic expectations. So what do we ask for? And I feel like we get into this conversation.
We do. I feel like we get into this conversation all the time.
What do men ask for, y'all?
It's not. I don't want. Let me retract what I said and say unrealistic. But we're not going to sit here and act like men don't have. Y'all say y'all simple. Like you want the simple things, and it's like, all right. So what is simple? What do you?
You know, what's one thing men gave up? What? Back in like a requirement back in the day that men gave up, we don't even talk about no more. What? Virgin. We don't even want that anymore.
Y'all wanted a virgin? Why would you want a virgin?
Back in the day, that was a thing.
Yeah, the thing was, I gotta take her virginity. You wanted to be the one to take her virginity.
I don't know what they wanted. I'm just telling you that the bride was supposed to be a virgin.
Oh, a bride. When? I've never... Back when our parents was... And our ancestors? That's
yeah, not them dudes. They were disgusting. I'm talking about like back when things were a certain way.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
In 1900s.
Your wife was a virgin.
Oh. Well, that don't count.
We don't even care about... Like,
nobody cares about that.
But what I'm saying is, think about this. That was a requirement of men. As patriarchy foolishness as that was.
You must be pure.
That's what we wanted.
But how she got to be pure on y'all Satan spawn?
You're comparing us now to the guys back then.
The men back then were probably doing this. What do you mean they were doing the same thing?
What period are we talking about? Because I want to make sure we're in the same area.
Wherever are we talking about?
1900.
Okay.
When they,
I
don't the plane, really
know.
They're building the plane.
I don't know.
I think so. Dudes are gross anyway. They were marrying girls that were in their teens. That was nasty. Yeah. So they were marrying young. But at the same time, what I'm trying to tell you is, dudes did not want to get married to anybody who was not a virgin.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Fast forward now.
Mm-hmm. Y'all don't care about none of that.
We dropped that requirement. We don't care.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm trying to figure out what is the crazy thing that we want.
So, I'm not going to say all men. Not all men are like this, but just like it's an aesthetic. You want the aesthetic. Like she got to have a fat ass. She gotta look a certain type of way. She can't look like this after she have kids.
I told you this a million times.
What?
Some dudes want a fat butt. Some dudes want titties. Some dudes like
just
skinny
like
girls.
some girls want a man that's 6 foot.
And no, but it's common that a lot of women want. If you go and talk to women in the street, we should do that one day.
We should.
Just go on the street with the cam and the mic and just talk to people. But a lot of girls want a 6 foot guy.
Yeah.
You get a mix. Yeah, I like them, dark skin. Yeah, I like them red. I like them fat butt. I just like a smile. Like it varies. Like dudes are weird, man. You got dudes that like feet.
That's
Come on, so like you look if a dude look you up and down and he just see your feet, he be like, yeah, I'm with it. That's crazy.
It's so weird.
That's insane. That's our basic mind.
It's so crazy.
So like, I'm just trying to tell you the levels of it. Like, I don't think we have a looks thing. You'll even ask dudes like, oh, some dudes like will look at a girl with the
body and stuff.
Tiana Taylor,
right?
Great 6-pack. I don't like 6-packs. That looks crazy. I'm not trying to feel up on washboard abs on a girl.
I get it.
That's my preference. Some dudes like that. Who am I to get on them? But like, we don't expect women to, like, that's the part where I think like I don't know who made this up, but I really think it's the beauty industry.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to have a flat stomach. Are you crazy? We are probably the most single mom raised generation.
Yes.
We know.
Yeah. I just saw something that said like men like that little stomach that you got. Don't worry about it. So I went on Twitter and I was like, but when is it too much?
When you weigh 300 pounds, you look crazy.
Okay. I was just asking, but some of the guys are just like, I don't know. I can't give you that answer.
300 pounds is crazy. You shouldn't weigh as much as me.
Okay.
These are basic things, and it's in our anatomy. You shouldn't weigh as much as me, right?
Yeah, but
look at me. My wife shouldn't weigh as much as me.
Yeah, but if she's as tall as you, then that's something different.
My wife is not tall as me.
I know. Yeah, she's not. But what I'm saying is,
no woman should be my size.
Yeah, but
if she is, you should be.
I feel like
dealing with women. I don't know.
I just feel like
I'm trying to change
because you see this, right? You see how quick that was.
God.
I just feel like because when we talk about women when it comes to like weight, like some women could be 250 pounds, but it don't look like 250 pounds.
Who's 250 pounds to point them out to me,
bro?
I think Lizzo's 250. But I'm not trying to rock with Lizzo. But there's some dudes like that.
But that's a different. She carries her 250 different. So what I'm saying is, I'm not body shaming. I'm not body shaming. I'm calling it what it is. That's fine. I'm not body shaming.
Okay.
But like for WNBA players, if they like 6'7", ain't they like 180, 200 pounds because of their height, themselves. So that's what I'm saying. Like
I'll give it to you.
That's what I'm. But
I'll tell you this. Somebody who's Kevin Durant's size doesn't weigh as much as Kevin Durant in the WNBA.
Got it. Okay.
We could look at that because body mass on women are different.
That's true.
Just because she's 6'7" don't mean that she could put on as much muscle as Kevin Durant.
I understand that. I was just,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just trying to make the connection because I'm just like, all right.
So, but the connection is, I think you got to go back. If we are the most, because everybody puts the blame on men. I'll just talk from the black male perspective.
Right.
If you raised by a single mom, you know the hardships of a single mom. You probably seen your mom in crazy predicaments. I mean, in like she changing and you getting ready for school and you're like, oh, what the hell? But you know, like, okay, your body goes through that.
But you know, it's so crazy that you say that, not to cut you off, but I think that they do. But men, I feel like men forget that and they be like, they have these expectations of, oh, nah, my girl can't look like that. And it's like, bro, your mom.
Okay. That is and do a poll or whatever you want to do. I don't believe that men are saying that.
You don't believe that they're saying.
Remember, men like there's some garbage dudes out there. Go cook me some food. You look fat, disgusting. Get in the kitchen, girl. Yeah.
Yeah, but
how
I'm
many
not even
dudes
saying,
doing that?
Yeah,
minimal.
I'm not saying that they're talking like that, but I think that like when we start to talk about like even with preference, when we start talking about like men say, oh, I don't like dark skinned girls, but their mom is beautiful black woman. It's like, how are you hating and you came from a dark skinned woman?
Well, that's preference.
But what I'm saying is the same thing. Like a guy will say like, yeah, you could see your mom go through those hardships, but you like, I don't want my girl to look like that.
That doesn't force him to have to like that type of person.
Yeah, it doesn't. But
we don't know what went on in his life to make him like a certain skin color. This dude is probably infatuated with Asians. I don't know what it is, bro. But at the same time, what we don't do is discriminate a whole species of woman because she's not a certain size, because she doesn't have a certain. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. So if you guys say 6 foot, and all women want a 6 foot dude, a 5'5" guy, 5'2" guy has no chance.
Okay.
Right? If we say we don't want a dark skinned girl, and I don't want to say dark skinned girl. If I say I don't like girls, because I'll say this, I don't like girls who wear weave. Or my preference is not to have a girlfriend that wears weave. That don't mean I'm not going to talk to no girl that got a weave.
Y'all so dumb.
We so confusing.
I swear to God, every time we have this conversation, and you just really make me understand like how dumb you guys are. Really, like y'all are. That is so sad.
Why is that sad?
Because y'all stupid.
How's that stupid?
You just said just because if you know that you don't like
weave.
Why are you going to talk to somebody that you know you don't like?
She might got some attributes, and I might talk her out of the weave.
But
you can't talk to dude out of 5'5". You even gonna give a 5'5" guy a chance?
But you see how you just said you could talk her out of the weave. So women, when they can,
we said 6 foot. Go with 6 foot. Okay. Go with 6 foot. That's what I want.
Oh my God! Well, you can't make. I mean, unless you're getting that man stilts, you can't.
All I gotta do is tell the girl to take the weave off.
That don't mean she gonna do it.
Y'all trying to have a dude get ambition, motivate him. Here's how you pay rent. Keep a job. Don't smoke weed at work. Y'all asking for crazy stuff for this guy. Don't hit me open handed. Oh no, don't hit me closed handed.
That's not crazy.
Nah, that's too much.
What?
I'm asking a girl to stop buying this product.
I'm asking you to not beat on me, and that's too much.
This guy has a psychological problem.
Well, he needs to go figure that out and leave me alone. Once. Let me go.
Shame on you.
Oh my God.
PV twice.
That's so crazy.
Call the police and lock him up.
That is so crazy.
What are you talking about?
October is Domestic Violence Month. Just wanted to talk about, just to point that out there. We do not promote domestic violence, guys, but
call the police.
It ain't that easy. Goodness gracious. But I'm just saying, like, Jesus. Y'all, because you trying to make it seem like I keep hearing that men are simple. We want the basics. So if I ask you, I'm gonna ask
every man has different basics.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you from your perspective. What are your basics? Like, you know how, and I just said this. I literally just said this, had this conversation, and I say, you know how you talk to me about four walls when you're talking about like.
Yep. Foundation.
So let's talk about for a man. What are your four walls?
So when I was out in these streets, didn't have none.
Okay.
Whatever.
That's valid.
Could get got.
It's always about the yams, guys.
Brought it back. But when I started getting serious, I was just like, I want somebody with at least education level of mine.
Okay.
Then it was like sense of humor.
Okay.
Because, I like to laugh. Mm-hmm. I had a body type at that point.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe my body type, but it was just like real slim, slender.
I knew he was going to say that.
Real slim, slender.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bubble, but I didn't want nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And then someone who just could just follow my play.
Okay.
You could be an animal and a boss too, but follow my play. Because I at that time, I knew I was right.
Okay.
And I needed a specific person to
trust you.
No, to be just on my page. See this information.
Right.
And follow it.
Yeah, so she has to trust what you're saying.
It's not it was never my information. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not teaching you something that's completely me. It's just like, I'm following this plan. Mm-hmm. And if you think it's something you want to follow along. Okay. And there was some people that I talked to, and it was just like almost everything. I can't even say that. 2 of the 4 were there, and it's just like, I put you in this, like, nah, there's no way. 3 of the 4, and it would be like, you just don't want to follow my plan? Right. That's what's hindering this right now? Right. So that was me. Okay. And then even being married, mm-hmm. and now you're still refining. You're not really changing the dynamic of the 4, right? But you just like, you're making sure the it's solid. Like, hey, don't forget don't forget this. And there's things that like I thought were important, mm-hmm. that are not important as now. So back then it was important to me, mm-hmm. but now as I got out of a situation, it's not as important. So can your 4 walls change over time? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Over time, but it takes a lot for somebody to commit to these traits, right. And say, I'm just going to rock with somebody who hits this at this time. And then when I rock with somebody, we're going to grow. Yeah. And in that growth, I might not be the same person I was 10 years ago. True. But do you love me to come with me to this point? This okay. And then do I love you enough to meet you here? Yeah. And then let's say, I was scared of me going crazy. Crazy how? So me just like something happening to my mental state. Mm-hmm. And then can somebody love me so much to just bring me back to who I'm supposed to be, remind me who I'm supposed to be when I'm down, like inspire me to. Right. So that became very important to me. Okay. And like, I think I tell my wife this too. It's not to be corny, but I think she drives a different energy out of me sometimes. Aww. Don't do that. Now you made it gay. Hose down. Pin not. I went to my like I went to some crazy point, but now like it was really like can I find a partner who's going to motivate me? It can't be somebody. To me, it was like it can't be sometimes like someone always pouring into you, giving you advice. Telling you got to be reciprocal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. So okay, I heard one girl on another podcast. She was talking about like she was just tired of like always being the person that people run to. Yo, the fact that you just said that, I literally just said that. Like, I am tired of being, how they say the person closest to you is the one that gets you do the dirtiest. I'm tired of being that person. So I feel what she says. Like, I'm tired of being that done the person. Dirtiest. Like, what are you saying? Like, what are you saying? You know how when people go through stuff, like usually the person that's the closest to you, you take your frustrations out on them. Yeah. So it's like when she said that, you get tired of it. So I get like when you're tired of pouring, and it doesn't even just necessarily mean relationships. I just mean overall. Yeah. And then you don't get it back, or you feel like you're not getting it back, and you feel like you're not getting it back the way that you deserve and you want it. You're getting it back the way that they can do it, and it's like, I don't like that though. And sometimes you gotta make the decision.
Yeah, no, and it's hard.
Yeah, you gotta make the
It's
decision.
just hard. Like
Sometimes it's like, you're gonna find yourself in a place where for years somebody can't give you something they need.
Right.
You need.
Right.
For years.
Right.
And at some point you're gonna say, bro, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
This ain't me.
True. And I think it's just like I said, I think that when people get into those situations, I think it's more so a mentality of you're thinking that you can get them to change. You're trying to love them into this person. You're trying to love them into, seeing that. But I just always wanted to know, like, I keep hearing, people say like, or men say like, yo, I don't ask for much. And I'm like, yeah, you don't, but what do you want? What you need? What do you need?
Sometimes we afraid to even tell y'all what we need.
Yeah, but you don't just go around saying that to anybody, but I feel like if it's like your partner and you're in a relationship and all of these things.
That's the person you're scared of the most.
Ah, is that so?
So if I were to say, hey, I need apples.
Right.
And can you imagine if you can never get me an apple? Like you physically know you cannot get this piece of fruit. It's so difficult for you to do that. Why you even ask me for something I can't get? You see what I'm saying? I don't even want to put that on you. Mm-hmm. But as men, we get put in that predicament a lot.
You do. That's unfortunate. You do.
It is. I don't even consider it unfortunate no more. I just consider it is what it is.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Because we set the precedent.
Yeah. And I mean,
we told ladies, I'll buy you the moon, the stars, you're my everything.
Stop lying.
What's wrong with these guys?
Why are you lying to yourself and lying to her? Be honest.
All you got is a Cadillac. You ain't got no house.
I only got $1 in the dream.
And sometimes we got to be honest.
Exactly. And then you're going to rock with me and say that? Because I got this dream.
And then the women got to accept it. But
yeah,
I love we're going to go back to the point that we were saying. But yeah. I love the rejection piece. I love coming and being like, I'm this. Like, yo, when I used to meet girls, it would be like, I sneak food into the movies. Right?
Facts. Who does it?
Some people didn't. I sneak food into the movies. You might see me at the bar with liquor in my pocket. I'm dangerously cheap.
Yeah.
And but if you need me, I'm gonna be there for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna physically show up and be there. That's what I promise you. Now, if you can't accept that, you need a guy that's gonna buy you a Birkin, take you out all the time, blah blah. You might want to walk away from the situation.
Right.
I'm very ignorant.
Yeah. And I think that part right there, when you say that for girls, I think that it's a challenge, like it's a game. Like, oh, I could get him to change his mind. So that's not on y'all. That's on the woman.
Well, if you want to stay here for this journey, ma'am, we're gonna have a lot of arguments.
Like, you say that.
Eventually
you say you ain't gonna get it, but I could get him.
Eventually, we're gonna break up.
I could get him.
You know what I'm saying? But it came to a point where I had to be open to do those things.
Yeah.
Say these things and be okay with like the rejection.
Right.
That was gonna happen. Right.
Touché.
But go back to the thing that I was saying.
Yeah.
Imagine asking your partner to do something that they are incapable of.
Right.
Then them finally breaking down and telling you, I cannot do this.
I know it's scary because you think they're going to leave.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Don't even. The thing is, in my mind, I got over.
You're inadequate.
I got over that.
Right.
Let's have, if you really can't get me what I need, and let's help you try to get me what I need.
Right.
Which is an apple. All right. Well, why you think you can't do it? Like, you can't find the trees? Like, what's wrong?
Right.
What's wrong? Like,
let's plant a tree.
We go figure it out.
Let's plant a tree.
As a unit, we go figure it out, and then you start getting it and learn how to get it yourself. But I think men are scared to have that type of conversation with a woman. But y'all will let us know all day what we lacking and what we not doing. And blah, blah.
And I think that,
and y'all won't even help us. Y'all won't even help us.
I realized that I was one of them people that did that. Like, I'm telling you what I need and what I want and what I require. And then I'm not understanding that maybe that's not you, or not even that it's not you. Like, maybe you really can't do it. And it's like, but am I looking at what you need? Am I listening to you tell me what you need from me? No, I'm not. I'm so worried about me because of whatever trauma or what I didn't get. So now I'm like, I need this. And then when you don't give it, you start to feel a certain type of way. So I had to sit back and say, dang, like, that was wrong. Mm-hmm. I had to hold myself accountable. And I feel like women need to hold themselves accountable too, because it's like I think that we get into our own minds. Like, I realize relationships are very hard. I don't care what nobody says.
I agree.
They're freaking hard because you're trying to be selfish and selfless at the same time. You're trying to love yourself and love somebody else and teach somebody else how to love you while learning how they need to be loved.
Yeah.
It's hard as hell. Cause I'm telling you, I need this, I need that. I need somebody that's on my body. I need somebody that does this. And you're like, but I'm really like
reserved.
I'm reserved. I'm showing you that I'm on your body, but just not the way that you want me to show you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not on your body. And it's just like, nah, that's not it. That's not it. I need this. I need this. I need this. And then you got to sit back and be like, well, you wildin'. Because you might need it, but tweak it. Because it changes. So I'm just like, that's why I asked, like, for a man, like, I just really wanted to know, like, what are y'all always say y'all basic. Y'all always say y'all don't ask for nothing. Y'all always say we're simple. We like the simple things. We're simple.
You ever ask a man what he wants for his birthday?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
No, ain't what he said.
Nothing.
Exactly.
And I'm like, bruh.
Exactly.
Nothing.
We don't even want. You know what we really want? Exactly.
What do you want? Come on, not every birthday. I mean, you get it all the time.
No.
What do you want it for your birthday?
I mean, you want variations.
Like, maybe come on.
Threesome.
I hate that.
Threesome.
And then, right.
Strip club.
Exactly. Okay, I get it.
Just think from a man's
and then I think about it, and I'm like, I don't even listen because I go get you what I want to get you, even though you told me you didn't want it. I'm like, no, but I
didn't want that.
And it's not even that. No, it's not even that you didn't want it. Like, I'll go get something that's meaningful. Like, I'm like, yo, I know you said you didn't want anything, but I am going to feel so bad if I don't get you something. So let me show you I got you something that has meaning. Like, I might pay attention to the fact that, like, oh, you need a wallet. Oh, I got your wallet, but it's not just any wallet. Your name's engraved on it. Whatever the case, like, it's something customizable for you, even though you said you don't want nothing. But I'm like, yes, ask that question all the time. What you want for your birthday? What you want for Christmas? What you want for this? And it's like, nothing. But then if I say it, it's like, oh, what you want for your birthday? I don't know. Well, you gotta give me.
I don't know, and
you gotta give me five different things, and I'm like, bro, I don't really. How you want me to break this down and tell you, like?
But I don't know versus nothing is two different things.
Yeah,
we know you want something. For your
but
birthday.
then if I tell you,
you're gonna show up in front of your girls. We know that. Like, what are you talking about?
But if I say nothing, you're still going to go buy something.
Yeah, because we don't want to look stupid.
So, but then if I do that, that's what I'm saying. Like,
why? It's a different pressure. You act like man is gonna be like nothing, and then be like, man, this girl ain't give me nothing for my birthday.
Y'all might
try it. Pull up with the
well, I guess if she give
the glizzy gripper and see what happened. We feel like
that's the word for
this was a great
the show is the glizzy. That's
the glizzy gripper.
Yes, that's the word.
This was a great birthday. Show up with a trench coat with a friend.
Y'all.
This is a great birthday.
Not the trench coat with the
Tell
friend.
me you pull up with a Marriott, you got a room.
Yo.
With a bucket of ice. About to shoot a movie.
Good idea.
I'm just throwing things out there. These are just things off the top. I'm freestyling right now.
That's a good idea. I mean, I thought about this.
Play it back.
I'm just saying, like.
Play it back.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
I think that we make it harder. I think that women make it harder because
I want to buy stuff. Stop buying stuff. Buy lingerie
like,
for yourself.
No, because it's like, no, you deserve this.
Yeah, we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
Oh my God. That is, yeah, well.
Trying to tell you.
Not all men are like this, so we're not about to sit here and say that all men.
You dating a man
like this, but.
That says, can you buy me a clutch for my birthday?
A clutch? Oh, you're not the man for me.
Okay. So.
You said a wallet. That's something different. A clutch? Wallet. You're like, yo, I need a wallet. Like.
I don't know, bro.
A wallet is a manly thing. Like,
what was it, Father's Day?
Your birthday or your Father's Day, like, cause y'all, I realize y'all may be holding on to wallets that was like from like 8th grade, and it's like, bruh, it's already
you should see my wallet
busting at the seams.
Deplorable. One year I asked, I don't know what it was, like a Christmas thing, I asked for 3 wallets. I still got all 3 of them, but I'm just waiting for one to fall apart so I can just get into the other one.
Why?
Because then that way it's done. I don't need
you
any more
have
wallets.
a new one, like,
and belts. I always need a belt.
Well, yeah.
Don't buy me none of them Gucci belt. Like I don't know what's the one with the double circles.
I think that's the
that drug dealer belt. What's that called?
Is that her? It's not Hermes. It's I forgot. I don't know, but it's like an A or
some drug dealer.
I don't wear them, but
yeah. But we're a simple creature, man.
In certain aspects, I think that you guys are.
A lot of aspects. How you gonna want a 6-foot dude?
Why can't I want a 6-foot dude? If I'm tall,
it's not a lot of 6-foot guys.
It's not.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
You're not even tall.
But what I'm saying, yes, hello. But what I'm saying is, for me being 5'7", why
can't you get a short guy?
I don't want. It's not that I can't. I could. I don't want a short guy.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't like the way it looks for me.
Looks. What if he treats you great?
Then I might have to revisit that. But I haven't. That's not it for me. So no.
You don't know until you try.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
See, and men are open to everything. Men, I think men are.
Yeah, that's because y'all just be. It's about the yams at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. Girls, it ain't about the dick at the well.
Thank you until you get it.
These days, that's what it seems like. But it's not y'all end game is that. That's not what it is. Like, women are looking at certain things like it's an aesthetic. For some, I'm just like, I just feel like it looks very awkward if I had somebody that's like 5'2".
I think when I look at 3 things that women want, it's really unrealistic. Altogether.
What is it?
Height, money, and romance. You can't get them all equally.
It's not. You're never going to get 100% of all of those things, but all of those things should equal 100%. That's how I feel.
So I don't know what. So yes, let's do the triangle, right? Mm-hmm. So how does your triangle look? This is the money one. This is the height one, and this is the romance one. How does your triangle look?
There is no order to say.
No, I'm saying if you were to, it's 33. So let's say it's equal, but the dude is 5'8". So you're gonna pull the 5'8" to 6 foot. You lose money or romance. So remember, it's all even.
Nah, if it's
you see,
I get even. That, but I have a cutoff. Like, if you're like 5,
you're on your own creative player right now. So how you create?
Yes, if I'm creating my player, you can't be shorter than
4.
What's the
4? Sorry, 4. 25%. Stroke, because romance can't do stroke. So when I say romance and nice, that's 1. So that's 25%. Okay. Stroke is 25%.
Okay.
Height is 25%, and money is 25%. And in this scenario, 5'8", average stroke, like he could last 7 minutes. Makes $70K.
Okay.
And he nice? Sometimes forgets your birthday. No, he
forgets my birthday. Oh, no, he's a dub.
Okay, so not let's do something less extreme.
You about to say if you forget my birthday, he's a dub.
Let's say you getting public arguments with this person.
Okay. So
how would you make the adjustments?
He's not.
You have to make the adjustments to what you want.
Well, if we're arguing in public, I don't want him.
Correct. So you're gonna turn that down.
Yes, I'm turning that down.
Actually, you have to turn it up. So like now to turn it up, y'all don't argue in public. And he gets you flowers. But now his salary went down to 20K. 20K, he's 50.
No.
50.
No.
All right, so now he's 5.
So now he's only making 20K.
No. He's 50K.
Okay, now he's okay. So he's 50K.
Yeah.
All right, that's
still keep the height.
He's still 5'8".
Yep.
That's kind of
the argument stop.
Okay, the argument stop, and he's more. And the stroke you said is average.
We'll keep that the same.
Okay. The 5'8" has to change because for me that's like you got.
So if the 5'8" changes,
now he's more of an asshole.
Yes. Y'all not only arguing in public. He be calling your mom.
Not my mom.
Hey man, you want what? You want 4 inches in height?
No, like no.
What you want? How much height you want?
I want at minimum for me like 5'10".
So you want 2 inches of height?
Yeah, 5'10" is a cutoff. Like I don't 5'9" I could kind of maybe negotiate with,
Okay.
but
all right. So if he's 5'10" now, sometimes he drags you out the club. Sometimes, twice a year.
I'm controversial, so drag me out the club because I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. So you got to.
That's fine. I don't care about that.
All right. So
that's
we got
cool.
5'10", twice a year drags you out the club. I'll give you some more money. I'll give you $60K and 7 minutes in the bed.
That's fine.
You good with this?
It's workable because a lot of those things can change. Money can change. Mm-hmm. The relationship itself can change. We're not dragging each other out the club no more. And
you really trying? None of this is negotiable.
The height. I don't want to negotiate your height, but everything else is negotiable.
So you gonna convince him to stop? I told you he drag you out the club 2 times a year.
No, you're not dragging me out the club 2 times a year.
But I'm telling you, that's what happens.
Okay, so
y'all argue in public, and he drags you out the club 2 times a year.
Oh, nah, then he's a dub. If we're
so
arguing,
change something.
So then I would take those away, and the sex we can work on it. That could be fixed.
2 minutes. If you take both of those away,
okay.
He's the perfect gentleman. 2 minutes.
This is insane.
You see how hard it is?
I'm just say single at this point because I'm not doing.
You might as well take the drag out the club.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the drag me out the club.
Twice
a year, I'm gonna take the drag me out the club.
Drag you out the club.
Because guess what? I'm gonna
Ain't
fight
nothing wrong with
back.
that.
I fight back.
I know you do. You like that.
Whoa. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Relax. Dang. Did you forget that we were recording? Shut up.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. He's lying, guys.
All right. So.
But yes, anyway. So I'm
All
just
right.
saying, like, there's certain, of course, I guess when you're trying to build your person, there's certain non-negotiables, but that was tough. That's hard.
That's life.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
And some dudes don't even make 50. Well, I give you $60K. A lot of dudes don't even make that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't make that.
Yeah.
And I'm only looking at that for me, like, when it comes to like salary, I want you to be where I am at a minimum. Or if you are making less than what I'm making, at least you have to have that drive and that ambition and be like, yo, I'm trying to pick it up doing something else, doing some type of something to kind of offset that.
Got a paper route. My rap career about to drop.
No, definitely not a rapper.
I'm selling my mixtapes.
Nah, definitely not. It's no for me. You go sell your mixtape to somebody else because that's not gonna work for me.
All right. So before we get out of here, I want to listen to this YG song.
Yeah, you were telling me about this.
It dropped. I want to get your reaction on it.
Yeah, because I didn't listen to it yet. So this.
I didn't listen to it either. I just heard the first couple things.
Didn't hear any of it. So this
I'm
is
interested to see what's happening. So hold on.
This laptop can't tell him nothing.
Editing is going out the roof.
Right.
So
I gotta catch up.
YG put out this song, "How to Rob a Rapper."
Oh no, that's the title.
That's how it starts off. I am quite furious just about it, but I heard a clip. He shared something with 50 Cent. The first couple bars, I was like, "This is crazy." So let's hear it. Obviously, we're gonna have to, mute the audio for YouTube so we don't get a copyright claim. So I'll do that.
Right.
It'll play on the podcast on audio, and we'll see what it's about.
I'm so scared. He got a video for it too.
Fast.
This is crazy.
So far ridiculous. So far ridiculous. Oh my God. Get comfortable.
Because they bloods. Big bloods. So all right. So if I
This is crazy. And then they're West Coast, right? So this is where P&B.
yeah. This is where P&B, this is where Pop Smoke. Wow. Okay, so
Are you? Bro,
I am
bro. Let's look at the comments because I love listening to comments. This is how ignorant our community is. And y'all mad about Kanye West rocking. Oops, I went straight Jamaican on these. Y'all worry about Kanye West rocking White Lives Matter. The real rap come back. YG's creative. Mozzie guaranteed. Just beat it so good. YG never fails to impress me ever.
So I think that if I
Look at this. Look, it's really great to see a group of nice-looking gentlemen spreading a positive message, very educational for the youth. Obviously, that's sarcasm.
That is sarcasm, yeah. But I think that so if I look at it, it's very that song is crazy, first of all. But I'm like, all right, let me see if I'm looking at it from if he's like trying to bring awareness to the rappers. Like, yo, this is what's going on. Like the timing is trash. We can't
Thank you
that.
for teaching us the steps of how to rob a rapper. I'll definitely take this advice to use.
Right. But I think that also it sounded like what he's doing is also warning them that this is what.
That's what you took from that?
So what like I said, the timing is wrong. The delivery is crazy.
Yeah, but listing out all the steps could potentially, maybe I shouldn't post my crustacean menus. Maybe I shouldn't be going live.
So maybe it's going to tell people like, yo, like you need to be a little bit more careful. So I'm getting it like from that perspective, but it's like, bruh, like y'all wilding.
The timing is crazy. How to Rob a Rapper. 6 days ago, the audio came out. I don't understand what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't understand why he thought we needed that right now.
I think you pull that record. I think you pull the video.
Yeah.
And just say, yo, like, remix, do some of the lyrics over.
He could use his platform to bring awareness a different type of way. And I mean,
they don't care.
I know he doesn't care.
These are demons.
These are demons. They're absolutely demons.
These are demons. I want a rebuttal. I want y'all to tell me why this is appropriate in our culture. I want to understand how YG can drop this song and we're like, we want to see black advancement.
That's promoting black on black crime.
But it's the white people are against us. Yes, the white people are against. It's the whites
that because it's not. It's definitely
God.
not. It's always us against us. We always don't want to see us do better than us, and it's always, oh my God, we got to point the finger at the white man.
This ain't gonna get a lot of likes.
I think it is.
No, me.
Oh,
this ain't gonna get a lot of likes.
Oh,
because this is what I said previously before on another podcast. When y'all think it's the system against you,
right.
When you think the police are against you, it's your own
people. Y'all be ready to riot when a cop do something, but when they shoot Pookie, you ain't nobody
saying
nobody
anything.
rioting.
We're not taking the streets talking about gun violence. Kids are bringing AR-15s, rifles to recreation parks in Philadelphia.
Nope.
Where's Meek Mill to say something?
Nope.
Where's Freeway? Where's Beanie Siegel?
Well,
Crickets.
I think Beanie is he healthy?
He wasn't there at the park. I don't care if you're healthy or not. I don't care.
I mean, because 9 times out of 10 they ain't gonna listen. If you done up, they ain't listening to you.
Shout out to Antonio Brown and Miles Sanders. They're going to schools in Philadelphia, and they're just talking about. They're having a conversation with young students who are in football programs. I love it. Mm-hmm. These are people who are getting paid millions of dollars. They go into the hood, places that they're not from, and they're having these conversations.
Yeah.
A lot of time, these rappers, these people who are poets, are authors of the culture.
Yeah.
This is the timing, and this is the song that we want to put out. YG's management staff is trash for letting him do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
YG's label is trash. We're canceling Andrew Tate, but this content's able to be played out. We hate Kevin Samuels. We hate Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, but
this content is able to play out.
But we also hated the way that they talked about his girlfriend, the way that they told her to kill herself because they said she's the reason that he died. They did her in.
I understand.
It's terrible, but you can come out with a song like this and literally give step by step, and you know that literally days before his family just laid him to rest.
I'm tired
and he definitely
the insensitive behavior of our culture.
Listen,
the hypocrisy
of
us saying we got the BET Hip Hop Awards and y'all doing R.I.P. all day P&B rock, and we allow this content to come out. I'm mad I gave it a view, but I gave it opportunity because I saw it on IG.
Yeah.
I posted something on my story about it already.
Yes, yeah.
And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I thought they might maybe a plot twist.
I thought it was
maybe something
to say,
yo,
to be like it was like a spoof or something.
Yo, don't come to is that dangerous in our hood right now? Clearly it is, bro. We get it. You ain't gonna see me in Compton.
Yeah, but I'm like, the thing about it is, do they forget that they're not untouchable when they go somewhere else? So the same way they telling people, but I'm like, that's crazy.
They don't care who's the toughest. It's who's the toughest. Who can shoot the quickest.
See, that's the nigga that's not for me.
I guarantee you, why'd you get way more cheeks than I get?
The
women will
corny.
Women will date the baby or no murderer.
Ew.
Women will date the baby.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Ew, that's terrible.
Who else is women will date the baby. Future, who's a known savage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. YG. These guys that physically hit women. You've seen them do it. Trash them out. Make baby farms out of women. And yet these are the guys we idolize. These are the guys we worship. These are the guys that are allowed to put their content out on radio. If I ever hear a radio station play this, bro, I can't listen to this anymore.
Yeah. And I used to like YG. Dang. That sucks.
He got to come out with a statement, bro. This is insane.
I mean,
what are we doing?
And management and their PR are going to try to clean it up. That's why I was like, I'm trying to figure out if he's being insensitive or if he's like, yo, I put this out so that y'all understand, like, this is the mentality of these.
Say you have to blatantly say that.
Yeah.
There should have been something that rolled in the beginning of the clip that say, yo, it's hot in Cali right now. Y'all shouldn't come here.
And this is why.
and then you play the song. It's as simple as that. But the stupidity of his team to allow him to do this.
Yes, the time.
This is as bad as when Rick Ross said, "I put a Molly on her champagne. She ain't even know it." Who authorized that, sir?
And I didn't even really understand that line till they like broke it down. I wasn't because you listen.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Fam, what?" Ross, we date raping? Well, and I sat back. I sat back. It was just like, oh, they gonna be mad at this one. If y'all cancel, the first person to ever get canceled to me was Nelly. When Nelly ever laid that credit card down that girl booty,
they canceled him for that.
Nelly, Howard was like, we not having Nelly at our campus. The black girl stood up. Why you think Nelly went away?
I never knew that, but I'm just like,
go back and research.
Because I like that.
When Nelly did.
Tip drill said it must be Yaaz because it ain't.
Once again, you looking for birthday gifts for your man.
Oh, how do you know?
Make a tip drill happen. Bring them. Tell the ladies, hey, we gonna shoot a tip drill. And my man's the only audience member. And you give him a debit card, be like, baby, you just keep.
That's a great idea.
I keep coming up with them.
That's a great idea.
I keep coming up with them.
Great idea.
What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be doing the most awful.
No, I mean,
here's his cake.
No. I would have thought of that, but I'm just saying, like,
no, you wouldn't.
Yes, me. Come on, we talk about me here.
You lucky. I'm your homie. I'm lucky. And now the girls that actually listen to this podcast, you lucky you listen to me. This is the birthday gift. Recreate tip drill video. Get your man a backwards Atlanta Hawks Michael Vick jersey, and just invite the strippers. 3, just 3. You don't need that many. And then
ladies,
boom. Going back to YG though.
Yeah, he's wilding.
This is disgusting.
It's I think that it's very. I think it's very disrespectful. But I don't honestly I don't even know what to say. It's just disrespectful and it's sad.
Here we go. Song is hard. They educating rappers to change the way you move on my playlist. Music banging.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So I get that I get what people are trying to say, that they're trying to get rappers to understand and change whatever. But at the same time, we keep trying to put this onus on rappers and telling them to change things that like they can't post when they go somewhere. No. Hold these crab ass niggas accountable. Excuse my language. But like, what is it in your mind that makes you think that you need to go be to kill somebody to take something that don't belong to you? Y'all need to stop.
I'll end like this.
Y'all annoying.
Fam, they really ripped DJ Academics the other day.
I don't like him.
That's fine.
For
saying old rappers dusty. He used the word dusty.
Well, he's just and
he was talking about one rapper. But because they don't listen to the whole context of the stream.
He's been canceled for a long time though. He just be wild though.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Because he said dusty rapper. They took it into one thing, and dusty rapper's old, right? If you're old, you're a dusty rapper, you make no money. He immediately broke down why he's saying old dusty. He's saying the industry shouldn't have treated you like that. How can we take care of our old founding fathers? But the dusty comment was to one rapper. Mm-hmm. And we spent a whole week killing him. Yet this song just dropped, and I can't wait to see. I want to see Breakfast Club.
Black people are disappointed.
I want to see I don't even know, Shade Room. I want to see some talk.
And to be honest with you, a lot of those big places may be scared to even touch that topic because of look at who it is.
Am I old, bro? Am I just an old dude now? Am I just old and corny?
No, I'm just saying.
No, but I'm just saying for me, like, am I not hip now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, some people might be scared to say something.
P&B Rock just passed, bro.
I agree.
The timing of this track is terrible, dog.
We definitely can't debate that. You're absolutely right. It's definitely terrible.
I don't understand, man.
I don't either. It's trash.
So I'm glad we on the same page. We were on the same page a lot.
We were.
Today.
Yeah, today. Yeah, because last time you was coming at me.
I wish we could drop the episode. We probably would drop it, but it's going to be all choppy and stuff.
So we can't really. Damn. That was a good one, though.
Well, I'll see what we can do.
That was a great one, though. Like, that was.
There was a whole argument. We had Tar Baby and Light Bright.
I called him Tar Baby because he called me Light Bright.
You shouldn't even say that, right?
No, because you started. Because you started the whole podcast wrong. You started it. You came at my neck, bruh. Terrible. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yep, it's the the Glizzy Gobbler.
See?
You are the Glizzy Gobbler.
Don't listen to him because I ain't gobbling no glizzies, okay? Yo, that's crazy.
It's your boy. I'm so disgusted with YG. I can't even.
He can't even say.
I'm so mad at this guy.
Oh my god. Yeah, guys, this is crazy. I'm mad. I'm really mad that we played.
I'm uncomfortable.
You can't say
I'm
that.
uncomfortable.
You can't say that.
Why not?
Because you're not a big bees.
What? Why ban? I say that.
You gotta.
I'm uncomfortable.
You gotta stop. You gotta be stopped, bro.
Why, Buzz? Why, Buzz?
Yo,
it's Debtfreedeem, and I'm uncomfortable, man. It's been a shot of Discourse.
It's your girl, Yaaz. Yeah, guys.
Butt it off, man. Butt the pot off, man.
I am
These
not.
fools crazy, man.
He's still going.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yo, I cannot.